everybody. Welcome back to Majestic Mayhem. I'm Death Dealer,
And I'm Pink Pickles.
and we'll be discussing slasher and horror movies, or slasher and gory horror movies tonight. That's a tongue twister, I swear. It's been a very long week, I tell you. But before we get into that, speaking of weeks, how was your week, Pink?
My week was good, just been busy with work. And you ever have one of those weeks that you know you were busy and every week you had doing things, but then at the end of the week, you don't even know what you did? That's kind of how my week was. So,
I can completely understand and
yep.
sympathize with that one. Yeah, I've had those
Yeah.
weeks quite frequently, recently, as a matter of
Yes.
fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's uneventful. And then I spent this weekend playing Black Ops 6 came out. So we've been playing multiplayer, having fun with that. I'm horrible, but I'm having fun with it. So, yeah.
That's good. That's always good. Hey, you don't have to be great at it. You don't even have to be good at it.
Nope.
You gotta have fun. It's games. Gaming is supposed to be fun. If it's
Yes.
not fun, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yes, I agree, and that's what I'm there for. Like, because I also love trash talking. To me, that's one of the most fun parts of gaming. So it's
Hmm.
even better when you're not that good and you trash talk. I have so much fun with it. So
That's amazing.
yeah,
That's funny. That's great. I see we've already got some people in the chat. So why don't we
yes,
go ahead and say, of course, we have Perry. Hi. And of course, Redpool.
yes,
Hi. Hi, guys. How's it going tonight? I'm sure you're both doing wonderful because you have wonderful, beautiful people to look at in your house.
exactly. The two luckiest guys on the planet.
Yes, yes. So,
Yeah.
well, I will tell you guys about my week. I had an interesting week. Obviously, made sure things were ready again to run the haunted house,
Yep.
and thankfully everything was fine.
Oh,
It ran
good.
real smooth. My birthday was on Friday,
Yes.
so
Happy belated birthday.
thank you, thank
Did
you.
you did you eat chicken marsala? Right? Isn't that what you said you were going to order? Because
Yes,
everyone in their house hates mushrooms.
yes, yes. Oh my god, I can't believe you remember. That's so sweet.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. I did. I got my chicken Marcella. It was
Good.
amazing. It was absolutely fantastic. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Like I swear, they make the best chicken Marcella
Oh,
for me around here anyway. I'm sure
yeah.
there's probably better places everywhere else, but around here, one of the better places.
Good.
So yeah, I got my chicken Marcella. I was so happy, and because the portion sizes are so big, I got leftovers, so I had some the next day for
Even
lunch. It
better.
was amazing. And it's so good as a leftover too. I don't. It's just as good the next day. It really
Yeah.
is. So that was nice. Friday night, I got to run around and pretty much do what I wanted because I would just tell people it's my birthday and I'm going to do what I want. Um, it was great. I got to actually go on the other trail that we have there. I haven't been
Oh,
able to
nice.
actually walk it while we've been open. I
Yep.
I got to see it while it was getting laid out and while it was being built and decorated and all that good stuff. And I even got to walk through it before they opened, but I didn't get to see people on it.
Yeah.
So I got to walk through it while we were busy and have fun, enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Um, so that was nice. Saturday was our last night. We are no longer running the trail. I no longer get to terrorize the villagers
Yeah.
that way. I was still terrorize the villagers, don't you guys
Just the
worry.
normal everyday terrorizing now. Nothing special.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just have to traumatize the kids, like
Yeah.
everybody else, just by yelling at them or something.
Yeah.
Good times. We had a real nice turnout. We had a wonderful turnout. I am excited though because we are done. I get to go to a couple of trails again, more. I get to go
Nice.
to more trails, so that's nice. Um, I got to take some stuff down already today because there was a trunk or treat on the property, and I didn't want to tempt people. Don't leave things out in the open. Don't tempt people.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not about trust. It's about why would you leave something like that
Yeah.
open, unsupervised. So I went ahead and took care of that this morning. And I took Tiny Giant to the trunk or treat with my niece because she stayed the night. Last night I let her stay the night.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been slightly busy,
Yeah.
just a little busy. But
So
yeah.
I don't know if you did it this week or if I just watched the video this week, but I saw you did a little axe throwing.
Yes.
Attempted to do some axe throwing,
Yes.
maybe?
Yes. Yes. We did that. Actually, we did that on Thursday.
Okay.
So much fun. So much fun. It was a cool place. It was an attraction. They had 3 trails.
Mm-hmm.
Different, very different. They were all kind of unique in their own right. I like the fact that one of the houses, because they didn't know what to do with it, I don't know if they found a survey or if they took a survey, but
Okay.
they polled a bunch of teenage girls and asked them what they were afraid of. And they all said pretty much unanimously, like the main 3 things is they didn't like chainsaws,
Okay.
they didn't like dark areas, and they're not fans of strobe lights. So that's literally all this place was. It was a big maze. It was a maze. There was a maze, but there were blackout hallways, strobe lights in other areas, and guys running around with chainsaws. It was great.
Okay, that makes more sense now. I was wondering why there were so many strobe lights in that one, and I was like, "Wow, this is super dark. Wow, there's another strobe light." Now I understand.
Oh yeah, no. As the person who walked through it, I was like shielding my eyes often because
Yeah.
it was a lot. It was cool. It was really cool. Super simple.
Yeah.
So simple, and
Well,
all I can think is that is the best thing. I can
it's
imagine
so
how easy it
funny
is to
if
set it
they
up.
polled teenage girls to find out, and then like, yeah, you're making the scariest house ever, and it's the easiest thing. I love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a genius idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, it helped give us an idea for what we're going to do for next year already. I'm not going to talk about it yet, but it's given us ideas.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, while we were there, the games, we did axe throwing, and I threw a brain into a zombie's
Yes,
head.
that was so funny.
It was
I
so
didn't realize
cool.
they were brains. I just saw you guys throwing something, and I'm like, okay, they're throwing balls into somebody's head, whatever. And then like I came back, I was like, oh my god, they're brains. And Perry was looking for something in the closet, and I'm like, Perry, you're missing it. They're throwing brains. You're missing the whole thing.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was a lot of fun. It really was.
Yeah.
They had quite a few more games we didn't get around to playing, unfortunately. But they were raising money. The games were a separate entity on the property. They were raising money for kids
Yeah.
for various and different programs. They would be for school supplies if the kid needs, a little help with like a tuition or something, something. Well, not really necessarily tuition, but maybe books or something.
Yeah.
Like the guy was telling us a story. There was a kid that got a full scholarship into an art school, like a really good art school. Unfortunately, his family couldn't afford to help him with anything, which meant they couldn't help him with his supplies. And to even go to the school to even have what you needed to start, you needed like $1,000 worth of art supplies.
Yeah.
And they were able to do that for him.
Oh wow, that's
I
great.
thought was really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because can you imagine you get a full ride to pursue your passion and to get better at it, and you can't go because you can't afford the supplies of all things? I mean, that'd be heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, that's why I thought that was just like the sweetest thing. And he was
Yeah.
telling me he's given money to directly to teachers. He doesn't give it to the schools
Okay.
because he's afraid that the school will dictate it and
Yeah.
do it out how they see fit. So he gives them the teachers directly the money, whether it be the band teacher or the art teacher or what have you, English or
Hmm.
which I thought also was again really nice.
Yeah.
They are accredited, so it's not that he's just talking. They do have the paperwork and things to back that up. So I
Yeah.
thought that was really nice and really
Nice.
really cool. I appreciate that sort of thing. So that's pretty. That's what we do for the most
Yeah.
part. That's the whole reason I go out and do Halloween and Christmas and Easter. It's for the kids.
Hmm.
So I like that
Nice.
haunted house in particular. I like that
Yeah.
trail because it says something about the owners too to let the charity run
Yeah.
on their property.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Instead of them just putting something out to make even more money, they're allowing the charity to come in and do it and do something good. So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Nice.
But yeah, and that was the first time I've thrown an axe in a millennia, just about. It's been a very long time. Yeah, Dreadpool was making fun of me for it. He's like, "You're supposed to be the pro." And I'm like, first of all, these aren't like regular axes. These are like paper thin.
Yeah.
They were metal, but they were paper thin. They were so.
They're not murdering axes. They're
Yeah,
axe throwing axes.
no, yeah. They're practice axes. They're for
Yeah.
beginners. So yeah, of course I had problems. Come on now. I throw daggers and things. This weighs nothing. My knife weighs more than that thing. Mm.
So we just got a $5 super chat from Game Complainers. He said,
Oh.
"The ladies are live. Woo!" I don't know what tone I'm supposed to say "woo" in, so that's how I just, I'm sure that's not how Perry would have said it, but that's how I said it.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, and there's somebody else here. I see. Batman. Hello, Batman. Hi, Batman. Watched yeah, it was him. I watched his live the other day. He was on
Yes.
live the other day and I was able to catch it. I'm not always on things. I try. I'm not always on things, so I don't always see everything, but
Yeah, Batman just started going live because we caught his first live. We've been in a few since then. So
okay, so we are supposed to be discussing movies, so we shall.
I see that your nails match our movie topic tonight.
Oh yeah, well yes,
See?
I had to do the claws to terrorize. You'd be surprised the smallest things horrify people. It's like a mind thing with these people. I love toying with
Well, I
people.
noticed it just from you when you put your mug up to drink. I was like, "Oh, what's on those nails?"
Yeah, these are cool. These are fun. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to take them off soon because they're way too long for me to do day to day. I have a hard time doing things. I have to actually use like a pen or something to actually unbuckle my seatbelt because I can't get my finger in there to otherwise I'd be using my nail and that would
Yeah.
hurt. So yeah, these are just too long. Just way too long.
You have to even type differently on a keyboard because your fingers can't face down. You have to have them out. So you use the pads of your fingers, not the nails.
Yeah, I've actually recently started because I figured it out. The secret is I've been using my pen from my phone to text and things because yeah, it's just
Too much.
doesn't go well. Doesn't go well. But so yes, we are discussing slasher movies and gory movies. Gory
Yes.
and slashy. Slashers, great. If the gorier, the better too. Always,
Yep.
always, always. So with that, I will let you go
Okay.
first on this one.
So I brought it up last week, but this actually fits with blood splatter perfectly. So I'm going with the Evil Dead franchise. And I like the TV show actually better than the movies.
Hmm.
And part of the TV show is they really just lean into the campiness of having the blood just squirt out and cover you. And yeah, I love it.
I agree. Definitely
Yeah.
gory. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, hi, Louise.
Yes.
Bien. Hi. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that movie is definitely TV show. Wait, Evil Dead TV show.
Yeah.
What was it called? It's not called Evil Dead TV show though. But yes, that show was
Oh, it had a
pretty.
different name. I don't know. It
Yeah.
had. It had Ash.
Yes. Yeah. It
Was
was a
it?
different name. I can't
Was
think
it
of it.
Ash versus something? Might have been
Yes,
the
Ash
name.
versus Evil. I,
Yes. Okay.
yes,
Ash
Ash
versus
versus.
yes, because I had Ash and Pablo. Because when I was
Yes.
playing the Evil Dead game, I was Pablo, and at one point I unlocked the skin where he's wearing his like because he have like a fish food truck, and he had like the biggest jacked arms ever. It was hilarious. but I just love that, and I like I said, they really lean into squirting blood all over the place. But what that makes me wonder is if you're an actor, like
Uh-huh.
I don't think I could stand there and be coated. I don't even know what substance they use as blood. I could not stand there and just be coated with it and like keep character. I would be grossed out and want to wipe it off my face, and yeah. So that's what I'm always impressed when I watch these people just get covered in gross stuff.
Um, Fake blood, depending on what you're using it for, and depending on what you need. For the most part, it's oh my gosh, it just went out of my head.
The
Corn
unit.
syrup. It's corn syrup
Oh,
and food dye.
so that's really thick then.
Um, actually, no, it's quite
Or
thin. It comes out
oh,
quite thin.
okay,
Corn syrup's a lot runnier than you think, and not to mention, it's a sugar, so it reacts to
yeah.
body heat. Your body just melts it, like just melt. Believe it or not, though, everyone always thinks that, oh, if I use corn syrup as fake blood, if I'm outside, I'm just going to get attacked by mosquitoes and things. That's not true. They don't care. They genuinely do not care. Nobody cares. Flies don't bother you. Mosquitoes don't bother you.
So
Like
so
nothing
if
bothers.
you get in the summertime, if you get eaten up by mosquitoes, are you telling us that we could use fake blood as insect repellent? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I wouldn't use it as. I mean, if the mosquitoes are gonna bite you, they're gonna bite you
Oh,
anyway.
I was gonna
I'm
say
just
you're
saying
walking.
it doesn't attract them in
Okay.
any way.
Imagine you're like walking through the woods coated in fake blood. So you're passing other hikers and they're just like, oh my god, what happened?
Um, yeah, no, well, the first time it was suggested to me to wear, I was actually out in the middle of the woods, running
Mhm.
around, playing in the haunted trail. And I was like, "You're insane! I'm not doing that. I'm gonna get attacked by all kinds of things. Like, if I don't get attacked by the mosquitoes and stuff, I'm definitely getting eaten by ants." And no, that's not necessarily true. I mean, again, if you stand in an ant pile, you're gonna get eaten by ants.
Which
But
you know from experience.
yes, I do. I do. I sit in an ant pile and live to tell the tale. Um, but for the most part, and nothing bothers you. I mean, like I said, if you're going to get bit by something, you're going to get bit. That has
Yeah.
nothing to do with the fake blood recipe, though. But if you want it thickened up, you add flour.
Okay.
Just add flour. It's still edible, and it's washable. You're welcome.
It is. Like I said, I like the TV show better. I do like the movies though. Um, and I just, the whole concept of it and him, that his hand is gone and he replaces it with a chainsaw. Like it's just, I love it. Normally, I hate movies that they try to pretend that they're real, and you're like, this is so unrealistic. I can't stand it. That's what I like about Evil Dead is they're not pretending that this is real. Like you could tell that they're just this is their story, this is their universe, and they have fun with it. And I think that's why I enjoy it so much.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. It is a good. It's a good show. It was a good show. It's a good movie. Set of movies. It's a good. Yeah, it's just good all the way around. Honestly, I used to like the TV show. I shouldn't say used to.
Yeah.
I like the TV show.
Yeah.
But good choice though. Wonderful choice.
Yeah.
Excellent choice. Wonderful choice. So I guess for my first pick, I'm going to go a lot more harsh.
Okay.
I'm going with House of a Thousand Corpses.
Okay.
It's the Firefly family. It's Rob Zombie's take on Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets I don't even know, like a couple of different movies. It's very gritty, very gritty. Good. It's a really good movie. It's just very gritty. It's not for everyone. I'll be the first one to say it's not for everybody, and that's fine. Not everybody has to like everything. That's the beauty of choices.
Yes.
You choose to do something else.
So because I've not surprisingly I've never seen it. So when did it come out? Who else is in it?
Okay, off the top of my head, Sherry Moon Zombie's in it. She plays Baby. Sid Haig's in it. Sid Haig's in it. He plays Captain Spaulding. Bill Moseley's in it. Let's see who else. You might know Karen Black.
Okay.
Rainn Wilson is in it.
And what decade is this from?
2003.
Okay.
It's from 2003. I want to say it's one of Rob Zombie's first big budget movies, but I'm not sure. I think it might be.
So Batman said Devil's oh gosh, if I can speak, Devil's Rejects is still my favorite out of that trilogy. So I'm assuming your comment is about the House of a Thousand Corpses. That's part of a trilogy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the first one in the set.
Okay.
There's House of a Thousand Corpses, and then there's The Devil's Rejects, and then there's Three from Hell.
Okay. Do you like the other two, or you are not a fan?
Devil's Rejects is all right. Three from Hell's all right. It just gets harder and harder to feel that they are based in reality or in the same universe that the rest of us live in. I'm gonna be honest. As soon as they announced they were making Three from Hell, the first words out of my mouth were how they killed off the characters at the end of the last movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Huh? Doesn't make much sense to me. But I'm also not a studio executive who is just dying for more money, or my heart will stop.
Yeah.
God forbid you don't make $1 trillion billion in X amount of time. You will die.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a good idea or not. If you can make money off it,
we don't want that.
Pump out that trilogy.
Yeah, get it going.
Yeah.
But they all hold the same consistency of raunchy and dark and gory. Yeah, but no, House of a Thousand Corpses is my favorite out of the three of them. So
Okay.
actually, I'd say probably that's probably my favorite Rob Zombie movie. Honestly,
Okay.
I
Nice.
mean, I've seen quite a few of his movies. I've probably seen most of them. Yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses is my favorite. So I don't know what that says about me, but
Says you
leave
have
it
good
where I
says
stand.
you have good taste. That's what it says.
uh, oh, before I forget, I did see something that I should address. Luis Vian asked me what Dreadpool got me for my birthday. Dreadpool spoiled me all week long and pretty much has kept. Yeah, no, he's kept it up actually. Who am I kidding? Yes, he's done a good job all week. I haven't had to do much of anything. He's taken care of it for me and done for me, and I got nice little gifts every day. He and Tiny Giant gave me a little gift each day, so it was really nice actually. I got some nice stuff. My husband and my child know me quite well. They have amazing taste. My favorite thing actually is probably one of the goofier choices you could pick out of all the things I got. They got me some socks. I like funny socks. I enjoy wearing socks with pictures on them. I don't wear plain white socks at all, really. So they bought me some socks, and one of them is they're they have little ghosts on them that have cow prints on the ghost, and they're wearing cowboy hats, so they're actually
Oh,
like cowboy ghosts.
that's so cute.
They're my favorite. They're so cute. I love them. I
Oh,
love them. Goofy, like I said, goofy. Out of all the things I got some cool stuff too. And I'm not
yeah.
saying my others. I got a Michael Myers figurine that my daughter picked out. I got a book that I like from the series. I got all kinds of stuff. The socks. The socks are amazing because they're cows. It's great. I love it. I love it. So, eh, love it.
That's good. Glad you've been spoiled all week and glad that you actually have a family who pays attention and knows what you like and gets you what you like. And
Mm. I am very lucky.
yeah,
I am very blessed.
yes.
They are amazing. They truly are. But enough about me and my being spoiled rotten. Um, your second movie, what
Okay.
is it?
My second movie, which I didn't realize was in the splatter category, but I have to, because sometimes, as you guys know, I'm not a huge movie person. So I have to look up, and I've been looking up, like, the top 50 list to see what's in there, to see what I've seen. And so my second on my list is Final Destination. And it's funny because I actually really like that movie, but I think I've only seen it once years ago. So I couldn't even tell you what happens in the movie other than the logs and when he tells them not to get on the airplane. Those are the only two things I remember for the whole movie, but I love it. And I really should watch it again, especially because they're coming out with the new one next year. I need to go
You're,
back and watch them, but
well, you're combining two movies though. That's probably why, and
oh,
that's even
perfect.
that
See?
makes it even better. Honestly, that makes it even better that you're combining two
They're
of them.
they're
That's
not in the same
amazing.
number.
That's amazing.
So I
Oh my
remember
gosh.
one thing from each of the Final Destination movies I've seen. It's one of
Yes.
those things that, like, I would watch it again and I would instantly, like, recognize it.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh yeah, this is what it is. But right now you say I'm going to pay you $1 million to tell me what happens, and logs, airplane.
Oh, that's great.
Uh,
That's too funny. That
I
makes it
just,
even better.
it's a great concept. It's a great concept because who's to say that it isn't really how life works, right? It could be, and these deaths are like hate to say it, and sorry to anyone who encounters log trucks when they're out and about driving, but like that could happen,
It does.
right?
It does. Log trucks are,
Yeah.
I mean, they're not necessarily, I don't know if they're dangerous to get behind or not, but yeah,
Well,
no, I've seen some crazy stuff with log trucks. Yeah, no,
you know what
things
it is?
happen. Things happen.
Everyone in every job you've ever been in, you all have that one coworker that you're like, how is this person still employed? How is this person still alive? Like, what are they doing? They do everything wrong. What if that's the guy who's securing the straps in the log truck today? Right? Like,
Yes.
and what if his brother is the guy who's checking that the straps were done correctly? Right? And all it takes is like they're in a rush and the guy screws up. Or what if you put brand new straps on and you didn't realize that they were faulty? Just saying it could happen. I think that's to me what's great about those movies is it's normal things. So even though luckily they didn't pick like truly everyday things that you're just terrified to leave your house anymore, but you know, what are the odds the logs are really going to fall out and hit your car? But the point is it is a possibility. It's not
Gravity.
likely, but it is something that could happen,
Gravity
right?
says it. Gravity says it's the
Yeah.
thing. Gravity said yes.
Yeah.
Try
And,
me.
and like I said, the whole concept of you can't escape it. You think you escape it, but it doesn't. You just delayed it. You just changed it. And I think that is really what's the terrifying part of this. Because nobody wants to think about when it's their time. But what if it is set in stone and you
Yeah.
can't, and it's predetermined and you can't escape it? And yeah. So, but I will have to go back and rewatch them before the new one comes out just so I can refresh myself and be ready for it.
Well, I highly recommend it, and I recommend don't stop it too. Go the distance. Watch them all. I have faith in
See,
you. I
I
think you
always
can
make
do it.
I always make fun of Saw that there's, 5,632 Saw movies and who's going to watch them
Mm,
all. But let's
mm.
be real, I'd watch that many Final Destinations. So,
Exactly. And there
yeah.
aren't even that many. There's not even that
Yeah, aren't there
many.
only like 3? Because isn't the one coming out 4? Or is it 5?
I'm trying to look it up right now. Uh, Here we go.
6 is the one coming out next year. So there's 5 of them.
No, there's. Oh yeah, you're right. Yep.
Well, I take
There's
that back.
5.
I was going to say, just because 6 is coming out doesn't mean that they don't have ones that are not numbered weird. But
No, yeah. Technically speaking, 4's not numbered. It's
okay.
just the Final Destination because they're corny. I'm just saying. When they listen, we talked about this before. Stop naming different movies in the same franchise with the same friggin' name.
Every every time I think of dumb naming for movies, I think of how everyone like you fit Too Fast, Too Furious like into your movie titles because yeah, Fast and Furious is just ridiculous how they number and name their movies. So stupid. Don't ever follow whoever's doing that.
Listen, if you think that Fast and Furious is since if you think that they are amazing classics that should be shown to everyone, then we can't really talk anymore. If you think they're just movies with people driving fast, then we can talk. You can come sit with me. They're
Are
just
you
dumb fun.
are you saying we're not family?
No, I got enough family. I don't want any more. You don't want to be in my family. We're toxic. What
I
can
think
I
I've
say?
only seen the first one. I don't know if I've seen any of the other ones. I've probably seen bits and pieces on TV, but I don't think. I mean, maybe I've seen 2, possibly, but I definitely haven't seen much beyond that.
I've
Um,
seen. Most of them, but I honestly I don't know how many. I know
Okay,
I haven't seen them all. I know that much. I know there's like at least two or three that I haven't seen.
are there more Saw movies or are there more Fast and Furious
Fast
movies?
and Furious, I think. No, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. There might be. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna look up Saw franchise.
Okay, if you Google how many Saw movies are there, like it tells you, oh, here's the chronological order. No, I want you to just give me a number. I don't want to have to count them myself. It's too much work. Okay, so IMDb says 10 movies. Although this ended in 2021. Have they really not had one since then?
What?
Saw movies?
That's wrong.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, this was created 4 years ago. That's why. Oh God,
Wait,
how many have they had in the past 4 years?
hold on. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 of them.
Oh God.
There are 11 Saw movies. Now, let's see. Fast and Furious.
1, 2, 3, 5,
Fast and Furious. There we go.
10.
No, there's only 10 of those? That doesn't sound right either.
They're
Here we go.
slacking. They got it. They have to catch up.
1, 2, 3. Damn. Okay, so we see you've got 11. Fast says 10. I'll be. But if we count short films, I bet you that it outnumbers it by far because I bet you it's got more short films because I don't think Saw has short.
Oh, there's two. There's a spin-off,
Yep.
Hobbs and Shaw, right? So we have
There's
spin-off.
also and there's also an
Oh,
animated series.
oh, look, wait. In the future, though, there's already 4 more coming. Untitled Fast 10 sequel. Then there's Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Reyes. Untitled standalone film. Untitled female-led spinoff. So there's already 4 more projects in the works. Only one has a release date, though. So
That's
oh yeah,
insane. I wonder if they're gonna cancel them when if one of them say they release the first one and it
yeah.
just tanks. You think they'll cancel the rest of them? They have to. They would.
I would
Well,
think
maybe
so.
not because I'm sure some of them.
You know
I
what?
don't
I
think
bet
they
it
all did
depends
great.
because
Some of them had to have tanked.
if the next one comes out and it like there's a
Mhm.
difference. Is it gonna just does it gonna do bad? Does it tank? Right? There's different levels of how bad it can do. I'm sure it could tank enough that they would be like, okay, we can't do this again. But I imagine if the numbers are decent enough, they would just keep going with it. I don't know. But it's ridiculous. And I'm surprised though, because Vin Diesel and The Rock are coming back, and they did not get along. Or no,
Yeah.
they're listed as producers, so I'm assuming they'd both be acting. Maybe they
Mm.
buried the hatchet so they can get paid. I mean, if that were
You
me,
hear yourself.
I'd
That man, The Rock, doesn't. No, I wouldn't say The Rock. Vin Diesel holds grudges against people, and as far as I can tell, is with his professional career, he doesn't forget or forgive
okay,
that at
yeah,
all.
okay. And this is I'm not going to look this up. Okay, don't look it up without looking anything up. What else is Vin Diesel doing other than Fast and the Furious movies?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
So whereas The Rock, he's got a lot going on. He's
Yeah.
doing other projects. If
Mhm.
Vin Diesel, this is all he's doing, Vin Diesel's got to suck it up. I mean, maybe he doesn't because maybe he's good with his money. He's got a good money manager and he's, you know, set. But if he wants to keep acting, I think he's going to suck it up. And really, what does everyone know Vin Diesel for? I mean, he's been in other things. Again, if you told me you'd pay me $1 million, I don't think I could tell you anything else he's been in. Everyone only knows him for Fast and
No, I
Furious.
can tell you something else he's been in.
What? A commercial?
No, Chronicles of Riddick.
Okay. Oh, Guardian of Galaxy.
Yeah, I am Groot.
Louise Vienne got that. Yep.
Mm. That's too funny.
Now you watch. He's going to start popping up in everything I want to watch. He's just going to be there.
No, I don't want to see him everywhere. He's not good. He's not that good. He's not the worst, but he's not. There's some things he should not do because he's just not for those roles.
Okay, did he really play Groot?
Yeah, he's the voice of Groot. Yeah,
isn't Groot the tree?
Groot. Yeah, and you got paid a ton of money. And what's even funnier, he actually dubs his line or 4 or 5 words. He dubbed it in every other language. For Disney, because you know how they release it.
Oh, so he says, I am Groot. He had to learn I am in a whole bunch of languages.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you then get paid extra money because you're speaking in foreign language films? But really, you had to learn 2 words?
Probably not, but you get paid for what I would imagine what the person would get paid if they had.
I mean, that's pretty cool though, because even though like I'm laughing and it is just 2 words, I bet you it's hard to get the correct pronunciation in certain languages.
Yeah.
So it is pretty impressive. But
it is. But
see, I only know Baby Groot because he's adorable.
That's funny.
And I don't always recognize people's voices. So see, if I watch a movie and they paid somebody a lot of money to be a voice actor, the movie people threw their money away because there's a greater than 50% chance that I will never know that it's somebody famous. It is putting that Miss RWK Mrs. Paul Walker.
Hi RWK, how's it going? I miss Paul Walker too. He was the better actor out of that couple. Luis wants to know what we're going to dress up as on the 31st on Halloween. What are you dressing up for Halloween?
Maybe. Okay, so I do Paragami costume, and I was like, oh, I should have gotten a costume for today. And he's like, we have your costume. I'm like, yeah, but you'll never see it on screen. So all I had were my little candy corn. Doesn't really. Cute. Yeah, my little candy corns. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna see.
Let me do this.
I've got the glare.
Okay, here we go.
Right here. I'm gonna be a super tough pink puff. Kirby.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm not going anywhere. I'm not trick-or-treating. I'm not doing anything. But I'm gonna be Kirby. So I'm gonna be adorable. Paris said the Curbs.
Let me see the costume one more time. Show us the costume one more time.
Okay, hold on.
Now that I've got it full screen, it should be bigger. Oh my gosh. I love that.
I'm much cuter than these generic-looking people. Let's be real.
You're going to look so cute as Kirby. I love that.
Yep. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I don't know what I'm doing. But
I love that so much.
I'm going to be adorable. So.
I love it. Unfortunately, I had to change what I was going to be for Halloween. I was actually Tiny Giant, and I came up with, we do family costumes a lot of the times. And we were going to do a family costume. We are going to do family costumes again this year. We were going to do Killers you're going to do famous killers from the movies. Tiny Giant is Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Dreadpool is going to be Michael Myers from Halloween. And I was going to be Ghostface from Scream. But apparently, because of that bad movie that came out last year, or this year, or whatever, everybody's going to be Ghostface because they were completely sold out of all of the Ghostface. There was a whole wall of Ghostface costumes, like props and pieces, and you could buy just the mask and a voice changer or the cloak and the mat. You know what I mean? Like you could buy all of it's gone. All of it's gone. I was like so surprised. I was like, really? Like, okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's the costume that everyone made a run for.
Yeah, and what's funny is my mom was like, well, you can just go to the other store and buy it. She's like, you could probably go to one of the other stores. She's like, I'm sure if you go online, you can do online order and pick it up somewhere. And I was like, yeah, I could easily get that costume. It's a fairly generic costume. It did not used to be called Ghostface. I don't remember what it was originally, but it was something else. It was kind of stupid. But anyway, get a costume anywhere. Problem is, I'm not going to dress in the same costume that like 1,000 horny 13-year-old boys are going to be wearing on Halloween. You can get bent with that idea. That ain't happening. No, thank you. So I have decided to switch it up. I'm not sure which killer I'm going to be yet, so I'm either going to be another killer from the movies, or I'm going to be a victim. I haven't decided because I'm not a victim ever, so it'll be a complete change for me to be a victim.
And that'd be fun if they're both killers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, I could run away from them. And the best part is, I get to run away from them the whole night, and it's in character. And no one's gonna call me a bad mom for running away from my kid, and no one's gonna tell me I'm a bad wife for running away from my husband all night. And neither one of them can complain because it's in character.
Well, you only have a few days to decide.
I know, but I'm a seamstress. I can make magic happen, so I'm not too worried about it. Besides, I got like 3 spirit stores near.
Yeah.
I'll find something, not to mention there's a couple other, there's Walmarts and stuff, and Walmart has quite the large selection this year, I noticed. I was like, wow, got a lot of costumes. They're stepping up their game for their Halloween stuff, I noticed. So I don't know if it's that way with all of them, but the one by us, there were like quite a few rows for Halloween set up. So, but
did you see that some of the Spirit Halloween stores are going to stick around after Halloween, and they're going to become holiday spirit stores?
I mean,
it's only like a handful of them though, but there's going to be one that's near us, so I'm excited because I want to see what they're going to sell, because you don't dress up. So is it going to be decorations? I'm not really sure exactly what it's going to be.
My lifestyle is not a costume to you people. My God. No, I did hear that. It'll be interesting to see. I'm not too excited, and it depends on what they carry. Like you said, I'm curious to see what they carry. If they carry traditional Christmas crap, that's just dumb. I'm not interested in it. Everybody carries that stuff. If they carry like, animatronics and scary Christmas, like Krampus, stuff, I might be interested. But even then, I don't really see it lasting yearly so much as it's just kind of a fad. But then again, I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to see, because it'd be cool if I got, a new Christmas stocking that had, a face hugger breaking out of it or something.
I don't anticipate there being anything earth shattering there. I'm just glad that there's one nearby that I can go see what it is. But see, I would have, you mentioned Krampus. There's this, holiday event that's going to happen in our town.
Hmm.
And I went to one of the meetings for it, and they're planning it out. And everyone said, "Oh, we really hope that Krampus doesn't show up." And I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And they're like, "Oh, well, he came last year." And they keep talking. I said, "Wait. Is this just a dude who dresses up as Krampus and just goes around the whole like area that we live in and just goes to different holiday events?" And they were like,
Hmm.
"Oh yeah," and they were so serious about it, and I was laughing. I was the only person laughing of both people, and I'm the only one because I'm like, dude, this is hilarious. Now I understand if you're there with your little kids, like it's not funny because apparently he has a very intricate, detailed
Yeah, no,
costume.
are you
So I
kidding
get
me?
if you're there with your kids, you're probably like, "What is this? Like, this guy's horrible." But I'm just like, "Okay, this is really funny. Like, this is
No,
hilarious. This
I would
dude
love
just goes
that. I
around."
would have been excited because that would have been right there. I would have been like,
Yeah.
and see, this is no. I
So
listen.
I hope he is coming. I hope he shows up. I hope.
There's a list of do's and don'ts in my parenting handbook and my little uh, box of tricks. And Krampus to keep you in check.
Krampus is not on the don't list.
Oh, he's on the do. Very much do.
Uh,
Yeah, she's known about him for quite some
yeah.
time. Yeah, no, and I
So
didn't sugarcoat the mythology behind it either. She
yeah.
knows he eats children. She's
Well,
well
hopefully
aware.
at the end of next month I'll have a funny update for you because that's when the event is. It's after Thanksgiving, so hopefully I'll have a funny update because I hope this guy shows up and I see him. That's the important thing too. Is I hope that I see him.
That's
But
funny. That's too funny. Yeah, definitely keep us posted. But
yeah.
we've been
Okay,
such
back to movies.
yes again movies. Okay, number 3. What is
You're only
your?
at you're only at number 2.
Oh, I didn't do mine yet.
No, you didn't do
I
your number
got
2.
distracted. Oh snap. Okay. All right. Well, then I am
I
going
don't think
for.
you did. Did I like just blank the last 30 minutes out of my brain? Because you had House of a Thousand Corpses. You didn't give us another one,
Mm,
did you?
no, I didn't. You're right. Okay. I got this. It's fine. Next is another go off fast. Cabin fever. It is so gross at times. So nasty. If that's not gore, I don't know what it is. And the best part is, it's not even a person that does it. It's a disease. It's a bacteria. Or so I don't.
Ugh.
Who cares? It's gross. It is so nasty. Oh my god, that movie is the only movie ever that the leg shaving scene. I can't do it. I cannot do it. It makes me just like cringe so much. And when I saw it in the movie theater, I left the theater when that came on because
Wow.
it did something. It it touched me. It really touched me deep down in my soul. I mean, no, it was no. That movie's nasty. You nasty. You nasty.
Uh,
Have you
okay.
seen it?
Okay, I have not seen it. So when I was looking through my list though of movies to see, that
Mhm.
was actually a movie that I saw that I was like, "Oh, I want to see this though." Oh, so do you have to tell me if this means something to you? Because Batman just wrote in the chat pancakes. Does that have anything to do with the movie? Or is Batman just jonesing for some pancakes?
I think he just wants pancakes. I have no idea.
Oh, so here I am thinking that he totally had like some like he was gonna say like one word and you'd be like, oh my god, that was a horrible scene.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Pancakes.
Batman just
Ah,
wants some breakfast for dinner, I guess.
yeah. But just to, I want to give an honorary mention to the sequel to this movie,
Okay.
um, Cabin Fever 2. Was it Prom Night? I think it's called Prom Night or Spring Fever. It's something like that. But there's a second one, and it is just as disgusting. it actually, scratch that. It is more disgusting because there are some added extra scenes that people just, they're so unhygienic. It is so unreal. Like, oh my God. So yeah, that's my second pick and my honorable mention because it needs, they're highly underrated, that's my opinion. And I'm not talking about that remake crap that came out in the last few years either. So don't go watch that Cabin Fever and then come back and tell me no, no, no. I turned that movie off because it was a shot for shot, word for word copy of the original movie. When one, it's not even that old. Two, the graphics and everything still hold up. And three, for some reason, all of the actors just have like super punchable faces. I don't like any of the people in that movie, which is crazy because they're all the same characters. So
Yeah,
you think you'd like them, but they're different
they're
actors.
just punchable.
And for whatever reason, those actors, it's just like you just want to like, you're annoying. You
Yeah.
have punchable faces. I hate your face.
So Batman said the little boy, when he bites the guy in the movie, he says pancakes.
Oh yeah, is that what he says? Oh well. Anyway, little rabies infested kid. Yeah, patient zero.
And he says pancakes. That's hilarious.
Yeah, little bastard. All right, now before we get sidetracked, what's your third pick?
I actually don't have a third pick because when I was going through the movies,
Uh-huh.
there weren't, and I don't, unless I missed one, I didn't see any that I remember watching. Because when I try to search too, it just gives me like the top, here's like the top list, which
Yeah.
so for every real possibility I've seen movies that just didn't make the top list. What I did see is, which I had these last week when we talked about, I was going to call monsters, but we didn't really call them monsters, whatever we called them. I had the Jason and Freddy movies. So a lot of people said, well, those are also splatter movies. So if I have to pick a third, I'm going to go with just the Jason and Freddy movies that I love. And I don't care what genre they go in. I'll put them in every genre. I'll watch them in every genre. I love them. Except for, or no, I was going to say except for the weird dance scene, but that's Halloween. That's not Jason or Freddy, so we're okay.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, though, because as they're killing people, you do get a lot of blood coming out. I guess I never really consider them splatter, though, because it's not like, I don't know. To me, it's normal blood that, like, you kill somebody, it's bloody. It's not gratuitous blood.
Well, they're slashers though because they kill a lot of people, and depending on which movie and things, the kills sometimes can be pretty.
Yeah.
Like I actually was laughing, and I told Dreadful at one point, I was like, when we were thinking of the costumes, I was like, we could both go as Jason's victims, and he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I'll walk around in a sleeping bag. Just pull it up over my head when we walk up to the door. I'll be the famous kill in the sleeping bag. Mm-hmm. You're like, yeah. I'm like, it'd be funny. It'd be hilarious. He's like, what about me? I'm like, you can do whatever. I'm like, all the guys die the same way, standing out in the woods taking a piss. That's I mean, there's really not much else to do. That is the.
I don't think that's PG-13 for him to go out trick or treating.
Well, no, he's obviously not going to have his penis, but they always see. That's the thing, though. Jason never kills them when their dicks are out.
Okay,
they've always got it put away. So
they finished up.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't know what kind of neighborhood you live in. I'm just assuming that that's frowned upon.
It is. It very much is. Don't you worry. It's still frowned upon, even in my shitty little town. We're not that kind of perv. We're not that kind of perv. Okay, so I will give you my choice. and maybe I'll give you two.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I will give you two. Okay, first one, I'm going to go simple and easy. I'm going with full on slasher. I'm going with Scream. The first Scream.
Okay. Yep.
Whole lot of killing, whole lot of stabbing, whole lot of slashing and dashing. Knife is the main weapon. And obviously, I don't think I need to get into why that movie's good. It's pretty self explanatory.
And it's such an iconic movie too that even if you're not a horror movie fan, you've probably seen the movie and everybody knows the calls coming from inside the house. I mean, right? Everyone knows the Scream mask. It's part of pop culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I like it too.
Okay. And from my gore movie, my last one, I'm going to go back. And I mean, we're going back here. We're going
Okay.
to a 1964 movie with Vincent Price.
Master of Horror.
Yes, the master, the Godfather. We're going with The Mask of the Red Death.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Yes.
Yes.
For those of you that haven't read it or haven't seen it, I'm about to spoil a story that's like,
The story's
300
old.
years old, I
Yeah.
think, something like that.
If you don't know the story now, we're not spoiling anything because it's on you.
It's like I said,
Right? It's on
it's
you.
like a 300-year-old story. Let it go.
Yeah.
This whole story is literally like shortened and dumbed down. To use as an example all the time. Everyone ends up with the plague. Ew, gross, nasty. I don't think I have to say everyone dies. That's gory. I don't think you can get much gorier than everybody dropping dead at a party.
But the whole thing is they go to the party because they're trying to escape the plague. So they are all locked in, and they have all the not like the mask, the little mask that you hold up with the thing and rub your eyes. So they got masks. So
it's a masquerade. But that's also how they don't know that they're all being infected and infecting each other. But I mean, that's the point. You can't cheat death. You can't cheat.
Yeah.
I'm a guarantee. That's
okay,
all
I'm gonna add that to my list. That's a good one because we all know from this is my Cracker Barrel haul that I got my Poe book. So yes, I'm a fan. I love Vincent Price, but that is a great movie.
Yes,
and it's And I like too some of those movies, the way that they do the effects and everything without CGI. Like it's just, I like it.
Yeah, I agree. But it is getting late. I have been up like way too long. I didn't get much sleep last night, and I've got to wake up and do things tomorrow. I get to break my trail down again.
Yes.
Yay!
For the fourth time.
Last time for the season. And then I get to clean my fog machines out, which is very tedious. If anyone's ever done that, it's so tedious.
And in between all that, you still have to finalize your Halloween outfit. You're going to be ready to go.
Yes. So if anyone has an opinion on it, feel free to have an opinion. Let me know. I don't mind. I may not do it, but I don't mind. But with all that being said, we will let you guys get going. We will be here next Sunday, obviously. We appreciate you all being here. We appreciate you guys being in the chat and being lively. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Let's see if I can do this. Batman, Louise, RWK, Timmy. I love saying it like that. I always think of the South Park. I can't help it. Game completers. Dreadful.
Axel. We made it.
Axel, yes.
Yep.
Iconic video games. And Italian clowns. And I think
Yep.
that's it. I think I got everybody because I did say Batman. I know I said that.
Yep. Yes. And we had our super chat from Game Complainers. So thank you.
Yes, thank you again for that. That was awesome. Oh, don't forget to give the video. Excuse me, I'm hitting puberty again. Don't forget to give the video a like. Every little bit helps.
Yes.
And it helps us with our algorithms. So if you could, we'd really appreciate it. But we'll be back next week with, you know what? Because I'm still feeling it. We're going to discuss horror movies one more weekend.
Okay.
So it'll be the last weekend because it'll be right after Halloween. So it'll be the last weekend. And then we'll be discussing all things Thanksgiving and maybe some video games because we'll have time to play. But with all that being said, I said a lot. I'm Death Dealer.
And I'm Pink Piggles.
And we'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Have a great week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.